There are many delightful wonders in Oyo State in form of tourist attractions. Every province or zone of the Pacesetter State has several tourism sites. We have many natural sites like the Yamokpo Hills of Igbeti, the Agbele Hill, the Yake Suspended Lake at Ado-Awaye, the Dere Hills, the Onigba-Akporo of Erua in Ibarapa land, many more. Landmark cultural tourism include the ancient palace of the Alaafin of Oyo, the Shango Palace, all in Aafin Oyo, the Okeagidon Central Ifa Shrine at Oyo, the Twins Festival of Igboora, Okebadan Festival of Ibadan, etc. We also have econo-tourism like the Ashofi communal weaving looms of Isenyi, which also has a cultural flavor. There are also many man-made wonders that have become monuments and tourism attractions, often with historical importance, like the Secretariat, the first Parliament buildings in Agodi, Ibadan, the first skyscraper, the 25-story Cocoa House, the first university in Nigeria, the University of Ibadan, the Bowers Tower, the Makpo Hall, Ibadan, the Atiba Hall in Oyo, the Manor Hall in Iseyin, built forcefully by tax defaulters as a punishment in the colonial era, the Cultural Center, Ibadan, among others. The Ministry of Culture and Tourism has started highlighting the story of each of them to the world through feature films and documentaries. For this event, however, we will showcase some of the tourism attractions. Now, let's go and see these wonders. The legend of Agbele Hill is intriguing. One legend refers to a universal flood that once covered the whole earth. When the water subsided, the hill shaped like a human came out, carved by the gods for us to worship. The other legend is that a woman from another land came to seek help from Yamokpo. She was willing to sacrifice her little child, but Yamokpo told her that she does not accept human sacrifice, and gave the beautiful young mother assurance that her prayers were answered, but she should go home but must not look back. Barely a kilometer from Yamokpo, the beautiful woman with her child on her back looked back, and lo, she turned to the solid Agbele rock that looks like a woman with a baby on her back. The greatest wonder of Igbeti is the Yamokpo Hill, a massive range of black igneous rock rising hundreds of meters into the sky and spreading across several miles or kilometers. Yamokpo Hill of Igbeti is famed to be a big, powerful goddess helping humanity. This is the biggest hill of all the several hills of Igbeti, and it has sheltered and protected the people of Igbeti for over 100 years, especially during the tribal wars. Yamokpo was famed to have hosted Shango Olufiran in her palace for many years. Shango later became the powerful king of Oyo, the third Alaafin of Oyo, later deified as god of thunder.
This is one of the source of his power, gotten from this hill. So he usually comes from Yamokpo Hill to come and take his bath here.
Interlocking wells reputed to have magical powers, relics of ancient settlements and defense wall.
That is the proof that the defense wall built them by those people.
Relics of rolling stones used to pelt enemies from the hilltop during those wars, many more. Still in Okeogun, the Yake Suspended Lake, sited over 2,000 feet above the sea level in Ado-Awaye, is a special attraction as it is reputed to be the only natural hanging lake in the world.
Àwọn èèyàn máa ń sọ pé méjìlá ní gbogbo àgbáyé. I stand to be corrected. Ẹyọkan ló wà ní gbogbo àgbáyé. We have only one natural suspended lake in the whole world, which is sited at Ado-Awaye, your town. The other one, counterpart at Colorado, is a flowing and artificial one. Èèyàn ló ṣe, ọwọ́ èèyàn ló gbé kalẹ̀, ó sì ń ṣàn. But the only natural suspended lake we have the world over is sited at Okeado in Ado-Awaye. Ilé-ìjọ yẹ kí gómìnà wa dẹ́kẹ̀sí pé wọ́n kú oríire pé he is a man of the world.
The econo-cultural tourism of Iseyin revolves round the mastery of weaving with the looms. The Aso-Ofi that comes from Iseyin is now world famous. As a matter of fact, weaving with traditional looms is a communal tradition of Iseyin.
Aramola Iseyin ló lè ń sọ. Aramola Iseyin ló lè ń sọ. Aṣọ tí mo dá olówó fara mọ́ lówó. Ẹ̀wù tí mo wọ̀ olówó jogún ìdẹ̀ra. Gbèsè tí mo wé olówó sunkún bámbá. Ẹni ó bá wúwo bẹ́ẹ̀. Aramola Iseyin ló lè ń sọ.
Ogbomoso land has the distinction of being home to the first state-owned University of Technology in Nigeria, the Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, LAUTECH, Ogbomoso. There is also the mystical war shrine, Ogun Ojalu, where two spirit virgins, male and female, as guardian spirits, stay vigilant always to protect Ogbomoso land from wars. The Aafin Oyo, that is the royal palace of the Alaafin, is an ancient monument with distinctive native architecture that remains a wonder. With several chambers and palaces and gardens, it remains a tourist choice. Okagino Central Ifa Shrine is the headquarters of all Ifa adherents in Oyo and all over the world. It remains the mystical abode of all the gods, as there is a shrine for each of the deities, and today Okeagidon is the annual pilgrimage site for all adherents of traditional religion. Shogidi Lake is a mysterious water body in Awe, Afijio local government of Oyo State. There are strict protocols to be observed at Shogidi Lake, Awe. Firstly, no one must wear a shoe or any footwear inside the wall into the lake area. All shoes and footwears must be removed at the entrance outside the wall. Secondly, no littering or dumping of refuse or wastes is allowed around the Shogidi Lake site. Definitely not within the lake area. The first two protocols were to preserve the purity of the dam, which has served as a drinking water for the whole town for ages. Some still drink the water even now, and many believe the water has healing powers.
If you have any problem or you have a special prayer that you want to offer, you can come to this river for a special prayer.
The third protocol is the taboo or prohibition, which brings out the mystery of Shogidi Lake. Though the lake is wide, about 30 feet, and filled with variety of fishes, especially big catfish, no one should kill any fish at Shogidi. It is forbidden. It was reported that any fish killed from Shogidi Lake cannot cook. It just remains uncooked. Sitting majestically on top of the hill Okedada in the heart of Ibadan, Makbo Hall is quite a sight to behold at Ojaba, 20 meters high, built with solid concrete blocks. This building is one of the masterpieces of Westminster architecture in Nigeria. With the foundation stone laid in 1925 by the resident district officer of Oyo Province, Captain W.A. Ross, CMG, and officially opened on 5th of October 1929 by Sir Graham Thomas. Makbo Hall was designed by the famous English builder, engineer R. Taffy Jones. Makbo Hall has great historic and political significance for Western Nigeria. It has served, among others, as the administrative headquarters of the colonial administration when Ibadan gained prominence as the political capital of Western region. Makbo is not just the symbol of Ibadan. It is a memorial to the cooperative spirit of Yoruba people, as it was the first major building built by communal efforts. Unveiled in 1936, Bowers Tower was erected to honor the memory of a colonial administrator who laid the foundation for modernizing the ancient city at the eve of the 20th century, Captain R.L. Bauer of the British Empire, who was the colonial district officer of Ibadan between 1893 and 1897. Set on Okeare Hill, one of the 7 hills of Ibadan, Bauer's Tower from its balcony offers a 360 degrees panoramic view of most parts of Ibadan metropolis. Its unique spiraling steps gave Bauer's Tower a name among the natives, Laipo. Idere Hills, Ibarapa Central Local Government of Oyo State. Idere Hills are a range of hills in the Ibarapa Local Government area of Oyo State. Idere is an agrarian town at the foothills of Idere Hills, though the ancient Idere town is celebrated even by Yoruba folklore, especially in the story of Eleko Idere, chronicled by Ifa Oracle.
Koki Gomina Wano, Engineer Sheyi Makinde, wọ́n jẹ́ gómìnà dáadáa sí mi. Wọ́n sì jẹ́ ẹni tó ṣe wípé èmi pẹ̀lú wọn amúra dáadáa. So wọ́n sì ń fẹ́ nǹkan dáadáa fún wa ní ìlú Ìbàràpá. Tẹ́ bá kọ́ wò nínú àwọn ìlú tí Ifá bí, Ìdèrè jẹ́ ọ̀kan ní gbogbo Ọ̀yọ́ state yìí. Ìrósùn méjì òun ló tẹ ìlú Ìdèrè dó.